Welcome back to the WHHI-TV Daily News. Well, it is basketball season, and here to give us the entire rundown is Marcus Walsh. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Betsy.
One of the voices of the WHHI basketball crew.
That's right.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the schedule.
Oh my goodness, we've had changes left, right, and center. One thing that I will say is everything's subject to change. There are plenty of ways that we can update you on anything else if it changes. We're going to see John Paul II against Hilton Head Christian Academy coming up next week, girls and guys, of course. And then on February 7th, we've got May River at Beaufort, Beaufort at Hilton Head on February 11th, and then also on February 11th, May River at Bluffton. Maria's going to be shooting that game, and it's going to be edited, brought back to the station, and Kevin Libby and I will call it from here in studio.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So, yeah, we've done that with football.
The magic of technology.
Absolutely. Saves some time to do it that way, too.
Well, you mentioned Kevin, so let's talk a little bit about the crew. I mentioned you're one of the voices, but I know there's a lot of people behind the scenes, so tell us a little bit about your setup and how that works.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, with JP and Maria doing what they do behind the scenes, we couldn't do it without them. Larry Jacquemont does so much behind the scenes as well, getting updated, stats and whatnot, working with me to do that. Yeah. And then I do the play-by-play broadcasting, and Kevin's the color commentator. He's played basketball before. He's officiated basketball, so he knows a lot of the ins and outs where I don't. He helps a lot with that. And it's great just to be able to watch basketball and call basketball with him. And then we're going to have guests in the second quarter of the guys' games, from around the areas that are the home teams. So, Hilton Head Christian, Beaufort, Hilton Head, and Bluffton, we're going to have representatives talking with me in the second quarter about what's going on with basketball, what's going on with, sports in general, the community. Got a couple of really special guests, some new faces and new folks that you haven't seen yet on WHHI that are friends and colleagues of mine in other capacities that looking forward to hearing from them.
Nice, very nice. And so let's talk a little bit about the season. What are some of your impressions of the teams? I think you said in an email to me that you've seen some great basketball.
I've seen a bunch and some great basketball. I was at the Bluffton Hoops Classic over Christmas. I actually saw the Bluffton girls for the first time last night against Colleton County. JP2 and Hilton Head Prep, top to bottom, girls and guys, they look like two of the best teams to me. And then the guys and girls kind of separate themselves a little bit. May River as well looks really good with both girls and guys. The Beaufort girls look really good. They've got a strong program under Reggie Jones. The Bluffton guys kicked it into another gear last night. Harry Skinner with an outstanding night last night. They look really good. Hilton Head kind of in the mix of, playing well, playing hard. They're struggling in some aspects, but it's still early in the season. A team that we don't talk much about that I saw in the Bluffton Classic, both girls and guys, that really has impressed me is Hampton County.
Oh, interesting.
They are very, very good. So look out for them as well. Still a whole lot more basketball to see, both on the scouting side of things for me and then, calling all these games.
Yeah.
We're just getting rolling, Betsy.
Yeah.
It's going to be getting into high gear here real quick.
Sounds like it's going to be a really fun season. So you mentioned, though, there's been some scheduling things that have gone on. So if people want to really stay up to date, how do they stay up to date with what's going on?
Correct. Lots of ways to do that. I have ingratiated myself with Justin Jarrett, Wes Kerr, Max Araj, who will be one of those second quarter guests, by the way, and a bunch of others at Loco Sports. I'm on there multiple times a week. They've got their Loco Lowdowns and other podcast forms. Obviously, JJ with his Loco Lights on Mondays, recapping basketball as well as football during football season. And then I'll be here, whether it's via news report, Talk of the Town with Robin, and, doing a bunch of stuff on social media, updating folks via written post and Facebook Live videos to help everybody stay aware of what's going on in both the SCHSL and SCISA, because, again, it's that time. It's going to be March before too long, and we'll be getting into playoffs and March Madness and all of that as well.
Yeah, because here we are in the middle of January already. Right. So, it sounds like it's going to be a great season. Thank you, as always, for your updates.
Thank you.
And we'll look forward to seeing what happens this season.
Sounds great, Betsy. Thanks so much.
Thank you. And we'll be back, so stay with us.